Train King James here with another installment of The Surprise Inside. So if you guys are wondering, no, I didn't just go ahead and unbox all of this before you guys got here. I got all of this recently at a train show. And at the time of recording this video, which is August 13th, if you guys have been paying attention, I went to a massive train show over the weekend, which had a huge amount of people at the community there, where they were showing off some of the Thomas props, where I got to see Duke and Sir Handel and several other things in person, and it was a great experience. So yeah, so this is the surprise inside, essentially, where I'm going to show off everything that I got. And we're going to start off with the engines in the front, and then we'll work our way to the back. So over here, if you guys are aware, it is a surprise face Rheneas, which I got for $8, just upside down. But yeah, got this off of a guy that I usually go to when I buy things at the train show. It's not my favorite style of Rheneas. I prefer the old style the best, but you know, I bought it because it's a rare version. He has the surprise face and everything. We go over here, we have an old style Peter Sam that I paid about $10 for. And the reason why I bought another old style Peter Sam is because mine is currently funnelless. And I'll be needing another old style Peter Sam to take its place. If you guys know, in 2016 I did a clip for the TTTE community remakes for Special Funnel, and I cut down my Peter Sam's funnel. That's why in Season 2 Peter Sam didn't have a funnel in the first episode he appears in. And I explained that away with some clever writing. But anyway, those two are the only engines that I got. So now we'll move on to some of the Rolex stock that I picked up. This is the garbage car that came with Scruff. It's a decently rare piece. A lot of people like to collect these. Personally, I want to have more of these. These are nice trucks to have. But yeah, it's a pretty nice truck. Pretty decent overall. Just to have, you know, just to add to trains. So another rare piece that I managed to pick up is this Mr. Jolly's Chocolate Bunny car. So if you remember, early in the 2000s, there's another version of a Mr. Jolly's Chocolate Box car that had that was painted in all brown. That came from Zany Brainy, an exclusive Percy's Chocolate Crunch set. This one is an Easter exclusive piece that is decently rare nowadays, so I'm glad to have it. It's kind of like a re-release. So the next few items I'm going to show are the items that I was the most happy to find at the show. Narrow gauge coaches. So as you know, in my series, with the exception of Ada, Jane, and Mabel, all of my narrow gauge coaches are custom. So it'll be nice to actually have some of the authentic ones. I got these decently priced, one for $8 and one for $14. So compared to what they go for on eBay, having a couple is that's just great. That was just an awesome find. Glad to finally have a few of these of my own to utilize. And we have a baggage car, which will be great because I can use this as another narrow gauge brake fan. Instead of in Season 2 where I only had the one, now I have 4 to utilize. I have a red one, 2 green ones, and the blue one that I made. And the last really piece of Rolex stock character that I got is this Catherine. So Catherine came in this box, and there was a seller who was selling a ton of nib items from the early 2000s, but the items were not really cheap. As you can see, Catherine came $50, but I didn't pay $50 for her. I worked the seller down in price a bit. But I did want to buy one, but I didn't want to spend a ton of money. But it was nice the display was honestly nice to see rather than to buy. All the engines and characters, stuff like that. I don't know at the time of making this video if it'll be up before my vlog of the show, but yeah. It's Catherine again. Bottom. It's nice to have at least another new in-box item. Here's the back. You can see the old Thomas and Friends Wooden Railway logo. Here's the bottom. It's interesting. Catherine has a name, but her back card doesn't. I don't know if that's true on all Catherines. It's from, the box says this is from '99. Alright, moving on. And speaking of Wooden Rally logos, I managed to pick this display piece up at the show for about $5. The seller had it hanging on her stand, and I inquired about it. She says, oh, take it, $5. And I did. And because I bought that, I managed to get this poster for free. It's a Thomas and the Magic Railroad promo poster of Thomas and James. I believe it came in a yearbook. I'm not 100% sure which. It may have been the 2000 yearbook. If anybody can clarify in the comments, that'd be great. But I'm glad to own this now. Alright, so the next thing I'll show off is the two destinations, so to speak, that I bought. So first, as you can notice here, I purchased a Colin. I never owned Colin. I wasn't that interested as a kid to own Colin. Oop, knocked over the other thing. But now that I own one, it's nice to have, so now I can do Worf scenes if I ever decide to add the Worf to my series. But, yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool to have. So I'll put Colin back over here, and over here we have the lighthouse. So this is the newer lighthouse. It is from 2002. This is the one that would have been seen in the Down by the Dock set. Pretty nice. I just wanted a lighthouse that could stand on its own somewhere. And the last thing, oh no, sorry, the second to last thing, because I have one more thing to show you, is a VHS tape of Best of James. It's actually still shrink wrapped, which is nice. This is one of the first VHS tapes I had. Not the first, but I'm going to keep it shrink wrapped just because, it's very hard to find actual shrink wrap tapes nowadays. So it's nice to have this one. This will be obviously added to the collection. But yeah, I'm very glad to own this one. And the last thing I'm going to show off is something pretty funny I got to buy at the show. If any of you guys are fans of Enterprising Engine 93, or more specifically Turtles and Thomas and Sutter in Conflict, you may recognize the face on this Lego figure if my camera ever decides to focus on it. Let's see. Yep. It's hard to do this with one hand. Yes, it's actually Robert Stewart's head that I found on this pirate suit, and I thought this would be pretty funny just to own. It was funny because I was actually with Enterprising when I did take this picture. Not take this picture. Ugh, I cannot talk today. I was with Enterprising when I found this figure because we were looking through this Lego bin, and I was like, you know what, I have to have it. So I took a picture and I sent it to Turtles, and yeah, we had a good laugh about it. So I guess you can say I now own Robert Stewart. I'll probably just have this guy hanging around the backgrounds of Doc sets as a little Easter egg type thing. But yeah, we'll put him back. Alright, so just as a quick recap, this is everything I bought at the show. This has been Drinking James with the Surprising Side, signing off.